Food culture in Chinese culture is incredibly important. It's where families get together, it's where friends get together, and so many of the small businesses in Chinatown are restaurants. What these small businesses mean to me is a lot of how these immigrant families were able to come here to build a better life for themselves and to build a better life for their future generations.
My name's Eddy Buckingham, and I'm the co-owner, co-founder of Chinese Tuxedo. So Chinese Tuxedo is on a street of some renown. It's a tiny little street. It's actually the narrowest street in Manhattan, like quite literally the narrowest. That's not hyperbole. It's only 14 feet across. And the street is called Doyers Street. Doyers is a little hook street with multiple bends that run through it, really in the heart of old Chinatown. My business partner, Jeff, and I, it was conceived as an idea a full 2 years before we were able to get it open. It was a really complex build and bringing it to market in a historic space. It was originally a Chinatown opera house. I have one of my best friends cooking in the kitchen there, Chef Paul Donnelly.
Paul, he has deep experience and knowledge in a variety of Asian cooking, right? Just through his professional experience and through working with him and through understanding how his mind works and what he thinks about when he creates a dish. He understands Chinese flavors and Chinese ways of cooking deeply to the point where, he's impressed like other Chinese chefs in the neighborhood.
Hi guys, my name is Paul Donnelly and I'm the Executive Chef of Chinese Tuxedo in New York City. People often think Chinese food is just stir-fried beef with onions and broccoli with cashew nuts and peanuts and Szechuan. It goes a lot further than that, like look at the classic Chinese stir-fried scrambled eggs with tomatoes. Like, sounds nothing Chinese about that whatsoever, but it's very, very classic,
For those guests who love Chinese Tuxedo, I like to think it's born of two elements. It's a mix of both the food, which is super composed and thoughtful, and I'm really proud of what Paul and his team have done together there. But there's definitely the experience of the restaurant is super important. When you work there and you go in there every day, you sometimes forget some of that magic. And one of the most rewarding things for me, and one of the saddest things, through the shutdown, was missing the opportunity to see people in there for the first time. You walk through this narrow channel, and then, the scale of the dining room is revealed to you.
There's like, the second you walk in, there's that little buzz, right? There's that little feeling, and then you walk deeper into the space and you drop into this like incredible dining room, right? And I think that's kind of the magic between, what my dad and Eddy created here and the feeling that you get in this space.
It's been labelled many things over the years since we opened. People always say, it's Asian fusion. And I would kind of brand that as more like contemporary Chinese, Cantonese, Szechuanese, Hunan province dishes. We feel we have something different to offer, something that pushes the envelope a little bit. It's exciting, it's fun, it's creative. Yeah, and everyone loves Chinese food, like order from Thrillist, get your hot and sour chicken or your black pepper beef, just have a nice time at home and, support local businesses, because we need you.
Let's try and, we'll go social distancing, but try and keep it tables 5 through 7 and chairs in front of them.
We've considered and discussed home delivery options and to-go options, but I've been pretty reticent to do a delivery program. But it's in part why we're really excited to do this Thrillist partnership, and it really feels like it fits. Everything from the merch to the presentation to Paulie putting together a composed kind of meal for people that we feel speaks to the best at-home version of our experience. And the fact that we're doing it on Christmas Day, on New Year's Eve. 2020's been a tough year. There hasn't been a lot of magic. That's an understatement. 2020's been a tough year. And look, it is harder to do at home with a delivery service, but we're hoping that this goes some way to giving people that exciting, rewarding experience at home.
Look, at the end of the day, I believe, I'm hopeful that we'll get past this. I'm hopeful we'll build back better. I am hopeful that, we will see, all the smiling faces on the street again, with or without masks. We'll see.
But I think perseverance, patience is something that I think will go a long way, but also people should remind themselves that this is what they're passionate about. It's what they love doing. It's what they'll continue doing, because it will end. When will it end? We don't know, but it will. It has to end.